Okay, this is an introductory video for people who are brand new to Forex trading. Before I begin to look at trading platforms and methodologies, it's important to know what it is that you're trading. What exactly is the Forex market? What drives it? What makes it an attractive market to trade? Well, Forex stands for foreign exchange, which refers to currencies. Forex is all about trading the value of currencies against each other. It has some advantages over share markets. Firstly, that Forex runs for 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that makes it accessible no matter where you live. And secondly, the trading volume is far higher than any share market, and that makes for smoother and more predictable price movements. If you'd like to learn more about how Forex works, and I strongly suggest that you do, the best place to start is the training school at babypips.com. They've written it in a light-hearted and humorous fashion, but the information in those freely available guides is comprehensive. It's very clear and easy to understand. In fact, the rest of my videos will assume that you already have the knowledge taught in that trading school. There are, however, some downsides to Forex. Firstly, unlike the stock market, the fundamentals driving currency price movements are far too complex for small traders like you or I to understand. Over 90% of the volume of money in the Forex markets is traded not by people like us, but by central banks, investment banks and hedge funds, and they have access to information that just is not available to the likes of you or me. So don't get into thinking that from watching financial news reports and the like, you'll be able to tell which way currencies are going to go. You will be wrong far more often than you'll be right. That's why I'm a technical trader. I take my cues from the price chart alone. It's telling me the truth about what the big traders have done in the market, what they're doing right now, and from that I can determine with a fair degree of accuracy what they're likely to do in the immediate future. Secondly, the Forex market is not centralized. There's no exchange, no central clearinghouse through which all trades are managed and which dictates the price at any given time. So the price of currency pairs that you see on the chart is whatever your broker tells you it is. Also, in many countries, there is very little regulatory oversight of broker behavior, and given this, it's inevitable that some brokers will be unscrupulous pirates, whose aim is not to facilitate your Forex trading and make an honest living on commissions from your trades, but rather to systematically empty your account into their pockets, and they do this using whatever means is necessary, including manipulating the actual price on the chart to get you into bad trades or out of good ones, or they widen the spread between the bid and asking price to trigger your stop losses. They can also delay the execution of your orders and introduce slippage to fill your orders at an unfavourable price. So it is absolutely crucial to find a good broker if you're going to trade Forex. And by that I mean they have to have a good reputation among traders, and they have to be in a country with strong regulations to protect traders from dishonest practices. I live in Australia. I have accounts with 2 brokers, Global Prime and Pepperstone, and I've never had problems with either of them. But there are plenty of other good brokers out there. I suggest checking out the broker forums at sites like BabyPips or Forex Factory to get an idea from trader feedback. And when you think you've found a broker you're interested in, search for them on forexpeacearmy.com, where they have good reviews on broker behavior. One more thing. In the United States, there are the first in, first out laws, or FIFO for short, which mandate that if you have multiple trade positions open on a currency pair and you want to close one of them, you have to close the position you first entered. It also prohibits hedging, which means entering both a buy and a sell at the same time on the same currency pair. If you live in the States, you'll probably only be able to choose from American brokers, as most brokers in other countries don't have FIFO implemented in their platforms, and therefore they can't accept you as a customer. So in order to make things accessible for everyone, the methods I describe in my videos are FIFO compatible, which means I won't be stacking positions and I won't be hedging. Okay, moving along. The platform I use is Metatrader 4. Nearly every broker in the world supports this trading platform. It's very easy to use and it's by far the most popular. Now there are alternatives such as Metatrader 5, C-Trade is becoming available at more brokers now, and some brokers have their own proprietary platforms that you won't find anywhere else. I'm not going to recommend you use any one particular platform. It's completely up to you what you decide to use, and it should be possible to easily replicate everything I do in Metatrader on other platforms. Now for those who choose Metatrader 4, I'll show you a brief introductory guide. When you first open an account, whether it's a live account or a demo, you'll see something like this. Let's look at these charts. There are 4 of them open, though unfortunately this one down here isn't showing any data right now. The others have these grid patterns, they have various lines, quite a lot of them down here. let me tell you now, none of what you see here is helpful to your trading. I think they just wanted to make this look like a sophisticated financial terminal of some kind, but this is not how you're going to trade. And you don't even need to see 4 charts at once. In fact, it's better just to look at one thing at a time. So I'm going to select this one here and maximize it. Right, much better. The others you can select, just go through them by clicking on their tabs at the bottom. Okay. Next, along the left, we've got the Market Watch and the Navigator. Okay, on the Market Watch, the first thing you'll do is right-click on one of the symbols there, and you'll see Show All. Do that, and now you can see every instrument that the broker has made available for you to trade. Okay, and once you've done that, you don't need to see Market Watch ever again, so let's free up that bit of screen estate and get rid of it. If you ever do want to bring back Market Watch, just select it from there, from the View menu. Okay, that leaves the Navigator window on this side, which gives you access to indicators, such as these squiggly lines, but there are various things you can do through that. Expert advisors, which I won't be using on this channel, and scripts, which I will, so I'll leave that for later. The next thing, we've got these icons up here, 2 rows of them, but all this screen space. Why do you need them in 2 rows? You don't. So let me just shift that up there and this up here. I'm trying to make as much space available for the chart as possible. Okay. All right, next thing I do is I go into Tools, Options, because we're going to be drawing objects on the chart. I want it to be the most ergonomic settings as possible, so I want that, so that once I've drawn a line I can immediately choose its color without having to click on it and select it. And I want to be able to select things with a single click rather than a double, because double clicks are annoying. Right, so having done that, let's look back at the chart itself. It's busy. It's got so much stuff going on all over it. Very first thing I want to do is get rid of these indicators. I mean, there are a lot of trading systems based on indicators, but you won't be learning about them on my channel. My channel is more about traditional support, resistance, trend lines, and chart patterns, and you won't pick up any of that when the chart is covered with gunk like this. So let's get rid of that. Right click, delete indicator window, same there, same there. And let's clean this up too. We don't need grids all over the place. So to fix this up, we'll go into properties. Oh, hang on, before I do that, I've got to get rid of that too. So I'll right click on that moving average and it can go as well. Great. Into properties, and I click on the common tab. And what do I want here? I want to see the ask line. I don't want to see period separators. I don't want to show the grid. I do want the chart to be shifted, which moves it back from that edge to there like that, which is good. I want it to auto scroll so that I can see it'll keep up with the market when it's moving. However, you will regularly be coming here to turn that off, or you can do that through clicking that button up there. If you ever want to look back through past data, which often you'll need to. And you want candlesticks. So this looks pretty much right. And the next thing you want to do is look at the colors. Now you can choose whatever colors you like. But before I do that, I'll just hit OK. There we are. It looks so much clearer without that grid, doesn't it? So back in here, you can choose whatever colors you like. You may be happy with a black background with lime on top of it. To me, it looks like an old-fashioned Xerox green screen terminal. My preference is for other colors. I mean, some people will prefer a light background and darker candles on them. It's completely up to you. Doesn't really matter how you do this, just whatever goes easiest on your eyes and is clearest for you to look at is what I suggest. When you have that saved, what you want to do next is template here, after right clicking on the background, and then save it as a template. And the one you should save it as is default. So you just type default in here if it doesn't already exist up there and save it. Once you've done that, when you open up a new chart, which you do by going File, New Chart, and I'll choose that one. That's my default template. It's how I prefer to have it look. Look on properties. There are the colors I've chosen. Again, they're completely up to you, but so I could easily go through here and go template and then roll down and hit default. But every new chart I open will be default by default, if that makes sense. So now you should be set up and ready to go. In the next video, I'll start to talk about trading methods. I'll see you there.